And what's going on, sports fans? Welcome to the best 30 minutes of your Sunday evening, and that is FOX54 Sports Extra. I'm Mo Carter. I'm solo in the dolo this evening as Gabe Glassman has the weekend off. A lot going on in the world of sports as we get ready to wrap up the spring and roll into the summer. Let me show you what's on tap for the evening. Now, the Rocket City Trash Pandas had a golden opportunity to win a series today against the rival Knoxville Smokies. We'll take you to Madison in just a few moments. History was made right up the road in Louisville with the 152nd running of the Kentucky Derby. Alabama football coach Kalen DeBoer was in the Rocket City earlier this week for a special event. We'll talk to him about that and much more. Plus, we had a lot of college and pro basketball news going on during the week, and we wrap things up with our best of the week. Series split in their 7-4 victory on Saturday night. Today, they could actually win the series outright with a victory in Madison. Now, the Pandas honoring Hispanic heritage by transforming into the Lunaticos de Rocket City this afternoon. Knoxville, they draw first blood, though. Top of the first, no one on. Carter Trice at the dish. Washington rips one into deep right center field. And see that ball say goodbye. It's gone. Solo shot for Trice, his second of the season. Knoxville led 1-0. Same score all the way to the bottom of the ninth. Panthers with a man on. Harold Coyle hits a grounder. Jefferson Rojas scoops it up and throws an off-balance ball with all his might to first, and the throw is in time. That's your ball game, everyone. Knoxville beats the Lunaticos, a.k.a. the Trash Pandas, by a final of 1-0. So they split the series 3-3. Panthers, they'll hit the road and travel to Pensacola this upcoming week. Now, prior to the Trash Panda 2026 season, one of their pitchers getting an early start on the international level. Do you remember Najer Victor, who represented Great Britain in the World Baseball Classic earlier this year, earning 4 strikeouts against Team USA in relief showing. Now, he's off to a good start in 2026 with 21 strikeouts going into today's matchup, and he's continuing to rise in his young career.
It has its ups and downs, but just like everything else. But just continuing to trust the process and keep my head down, keep working. There's still stuff I need to learn about how to fully get my best ability out of myself, but also continue to add pieces to my game and continue to perfect the smaller things as well, not just pitching, but also the other things around it, whether that be controlling the running game and other things like that.
All right, back to the baseball diamond. Alabama shooting for a sweep of Vandy this weekend, tied up 5-0 in the fourth until Colin Barksey swings for the fences, connects on a 3-run shot out of the park. Vandy cuts the lead down to 5-3. That's Barksey's 9th homer of the season. Fourth inning, it's 5-4 when Brennan Holt rips one in the deep center field. It's almost gone, but it goes off the wall. But it does turn into an RBI double as Jackson Torres scores. Bama leads 6-4. Still in the fourth, Justin LeBron will get out by way of fielder's choice at first base, but he does drive in a run as Andrew Purdy will score. Bama now leads 7-4. Let's go to the 8th inning. The Crimson Tide get an insurance home run. Brennan Holt this time gets all of this ball, and it is gone over the right field wall. Alabama beats Vandy 8-5 and sweeps the weekend series with the Commodores. Let's hear from head coach Rob Vaughn.
All in all, just a great weekend, and but I totally agree, man. We're a long way away from being done here. Like, this is not, we haven't hit any goals we have yet. We haven't reached any of that yet. So we got to be mature enough to take these next couple of days to recover and get out and have a really good week starting in Troy on Tuesday.
All right, let's take it to the Greystone Golf and Country Club in Hoover for the annual Regis Tradition Tourney. And once again, Stuart Sink dominating the competition. The Florence native pulled away with consecutive birdies early on the back nine and claimed a 3-shot victory at today's event on the PGA Tour Champions. Sink, who won the Senior PGA Championship just 2 weeks ago in the Sunshine State of Florida, becoming the second player in 2 years to capture the first 2 majors on the 50 and older circuit. He described the type of day he had to play.
It was tricky enough out there today that the golf course was going to prevent a lot of people from just making like a massive rush towards the top, and that played into my hands. I didn't play great today, but I played a lot of good shots, and I was within myself. And I think all in all, any score in the 60s today is pretty good.
Off to the soccer fields now. Huntsville City FC on the road last night at Chattanooga. Scoreless in the second half until Maisi Yoshizawa lines up and connects into the back of the net. Huntsville City up 1-0. Fast forward to the 94th minute. Boys in blue for Rocket City put the game on ice. Malachi Molina charges up field and scores for HCFC. They beat Chattanooga FC by a final score of 2-0 on Saturday night. All right, Louisville, Kentucky took center stage on Saturday for the 152nd running of the Kentucky Derby. We've got highlights and a recap from the Bluegrass State next.
Hi, Ashley.
How much to haul off a mattress?
Today, $89.
What if it's a king-size mattress?
That would be 89 king-size dollars.
Are those any different than regular dollars?
Nope.
That's a fantastic price.
It's a great deal. Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
This is Jack's Country, where folks love a comeback.
Guys, wings are back at Jack's.
Okay, Jack.
We are so back.
That's right. Jack's Classic Wings are back. Sink your teeth into 8 hand-breaded wings with your choice of honey barbecue, bold buffalo, or sweet and spicy. All served with fries and made from scratch ranch. So come on back to Jack's for classic wings, fries, and ranch any day of the week for just $8.99.
10 out of 10.
We're Jack's, and we're all about the South.
That's fire.
Jay Mitchell says he's Trump tough. Who's he kidding? Mitchell was a partner at a woke law firm that promoted DEI. That's not all. He was a registered foreign agent for Uzbekistan and personally lobbied Hillary Clinton's office. Woke lawyer, lobbyist for a Muslim country. That's not Trump tough. That's a weak fraud. Jay Mitchell, wrong for Attorney General. Alabama needs a real conservative. Katherine Robertson, endorsed by law enforcement, standing with President Trump from day one.
Over the course of life, there are always surprises. Just when we think we've got it all lined up, we get some rough patches. And sometimes, things can seem impossible. At Alpha Insurance, we're here through it all, helping you navigate any obstacle. Because we believe providing quality service is more than just par for the course. That's life with Alpha.
Hi, Ashley.
How much to haul off a mattress?
Today, $89.
What if it's a king-size mattress?
That would be 89 king-size dollars.
Are those any different than regular dollars?
Nope.
That's a fantastic price.
It's a great deal. Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
FOX54 congratulates Next Step Family Law, Best in Business Award recipient.
And welcome back, everyone. One of the most famous races in all sports, the Kentucky Derby, returning this weekend in Louisville. It was the 152nd edition of what's nicknamed the greatest 2 minutes in all of sports. Each year, over 150,000 fans pack the stands to watch all the action. Let's take you to the great track for this year's race.
They're off in the Kentucky Derby. On the far outside with Commandment. They're both putting in their runs as they arrive into the final furlong. O'Sally is also gaining ground on the far outside as they come to the last 16th of a mile. Denon Bourbon in front. O'Sally a huge long shot. Renegade and Golden Tempo are closing too. Here's Golden Tempo. Golden Tempo and Cherie DeVaux make history in the Kentucky Derby over Renegade in a final time of 2:02.27 seconds.
What an awesome race. Golden Tempo, a 23-1 odd, roars from behind and gallops past 12 competitors to win this year's Kentucky Derby by a nostril and a hoof. Its trainer, Cherie DeVaux, became the first woman trainer to ever win the Derby. Talk about a great story, especially for Miss DeVaux. Ken Spencer from our sister station, he's got more on his history-making moment.
Golden Tempo takes his rightful place high above the paddock here at Churchill Downs. Kentucky Derby 152 will go down in history as Cherie DeVaux becomes the first female trainer to win the Run for the Roses.
I can't believe you did that. I can't believe it either.
Cherie, what are you feeling right now?
I don't know. I'm trying. I'm really trying to take it all in. A lot has been made about a female trainer winning the Kentucky Derby, and I'm honored that I get to be that person. And I hope this just paves the way for any other little girl with big dreams or woman with big dreams.
What's this like for you?
Listen, it's fantastic. My stepfather won the Derby in 2005, John Sheriffs. For Cherie to do it today, nobody works harder. regardless of gender. And it was a very proud moment.
I'm just feeling over the moon. It's a dream come true for me. It's my 11th time trying and finally get the win. Just very happy, thankful. I feel blessed.
Jose, what does it mean to do this with Cherie, knowing what she just did today?
Yeah, it's a history for her. I'm very happy for her. She gave me an amazing opportunity to ride her horses, and I'm very thankful for that, and hopefully we do it again.
I'm quite overwhelmed, to be honest. Hasn't, I keep getting the has it set in? No, it hasn't. Can't wait to take a moment to breathe and just to really let this all set in.
Now, when it comes to whether Golden Temple will run in the Preakness in a couple weeks, DeVoe says they have not made a decision as of yet.
All right, that was Ken Spencer reporting. Spring has come and gone for college football programs across the country, and now all roads lead to the opening weekend in August. And after a few pit stops along the way, you've got a number of people still making waves. For Alabama head football coach Kalen DeBoer, one of those pit stops right here in the Rocket City. Early in the week, he was in Huntsville as the keynote speaker for the annual scholarship dinner for the Madison County chapter of the National Alumni Association for the University of Alabama. Coach DeBoer recently signing a new contract with the Tide and now slated to be with the program through 2033. He says the move gives clarity for everyone involved in the operation.
It gives the staff direction, an understanding also, just that everyone believes in, what we're doing. And I'm excited again that the growth that we've had here in 2 years, a lot to build off of going into the playoffs, making the SEC championship. This next year, another big year. They're all big in my mind, and you never take anything for granted. So I really appreciate, the opportunity that the university has given me.
Now, just because the spring is over doesn't mean big decisions are still in process. That includes who will be the starter to replace Ty Simpson at the quarterback. Two guys are in the running, Austin Mack and Keelan Russell, who both saw the field last season in backup roster spots. Coach DeBoer provided some insight on that battle.
That's the thing, is one of them trying to separate themselves, and that's going to be hard because both of them are extremely talented. They're committed on an extremely high level. They got playmaking abilities that are very similar. Growth in the offense and us continue to grow the offense around them. There's a little bit of give and take there and a little bit of both.
All right, the countdown to kickoff is well underway. Alabama will play host to East Carolina in Week 1 inside of Bryant-Denny Stadium on September the 5th. No kickoff time has been set just yet, but we'll have that in the upcoming weeks. All right, what a difference a year can make. Last spring, the Carolina Panthers, they were on the fence about their future with Bryce Young as their starting signal caller. But after a solid 2025 campaign, Mr. Young was able to secure a fifth-year option with the team. 2,000 yards and 23 touchdowns. Both numbers were career highs for the former Heisman Trophy winner. Plus, he led Carolina to the playoffs. Young is set to make $26 million during the 2027 season. With his fifth-year option secured, Young and his team are now looking forward to building off of the momentum that was created last season.
Obviously we want to make sure that we can, we can be consistent with some of the positives from last year, but also we understand that last year was last year. This is a new season. We all start 0-0. There's no carryover. We're not entitled to anything. So I'm super grateful for that being our mindset as a team.
Hey, let's check in with the UFL. Birmingham Stallions in the Sunshine State taking on the Orlando Storm. Dorian Thompson-Robinson facing his former team. In the first quarter, we are scoreless. Thompson-Robinson escapes all sorts of pressure, eventually finds Jaden Mickens on the sideline. Watch this nifty move right here, and he's going to scamper 56 yards into Orlando territory for a first down. That leads to this. Snoop Connor breaking through all sorts of tackles and into the end zone. 11-yard touchdown. Stallions up 7-0. Later on in the first, it's the same score. Stallions in the red zone. Thompson-Robinson connected with Justin Ross, the Alabama native, with the 11-yard score. Stallions now on top, 14-0. With 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Jack Plummer will dump it off to Chris Rowland, the former Tennessee State standout, and Rowland finds his way into the end zone from 3 yards out. Storm now trail 14-7. Still in the second quarter, it'll be Plummer this time rolling out, and he's going to find K.J. Hamler. And the play results in a 5-yard touchdown for Orlando, and we've got a ball game that's tied at 14. On to the fourth quarter now. Birmingham, they've got to settle for a field goal, and they're going to call on former Auburn Tiger Anders Carlson. Lines up a 48-yard field goal. It's up and it's good. Stallions will get a late stop and then run out the clock. Birmingham beats Orlando today by a final score of 20-17 down in the Sunshine State. Hey, let's take another sports media timeout. Coming up next, we'll take you to the hardwood for some college and pro basketball news. You're watching Sports Extra. Stay tuned.
Password 1234.
Incorrect password.
Technology, am I right?
We need a new tech lead.
This is the job for sponsored jobs. Sponsor your job on Indeed and get matched with quality candidates when you need them most. Visit Indeed.com/hire now.
Look, a perfect sandwich symphony. Nothing could be better. Okay, it just got better.
Get that cold and fizzy feeling with a frozen Coke or Fanta. Any size for just $1.69.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Saving money is now more important than ever for seniors. But if you purchased a $9.95 guaranteed acceptance plan, you could easily find yourself overpaying for very little life insurance coverage. With the $9.95 rate, a 65-year-old male receives less than $900 in coverage. For $10,000 in coverage, he would pay over $110 a month with a 2-year waiting period. Fortunately, with Senior Life Insurance Company, he pays less than $58 a month for $10,000 in protection. There's no waiting period, no medical exam, and he saves over $600 a year by choosing Senior Life. A 65-year-old female saves over $400 a year. Don't overpay for your life insurance. Call now to see how much money you could save with Senior Life. We could help you get cash back from your current overpriced policy. Call now to lock in your coverage and low monthly rate. For your free quote, call now.
I'm Barry Moore and I'm a straight shooter. Washington is full of politicians that tell you one thing and do another, but not me. My targets are simple. No tax increases ever. 100% pro-life. A+ rated by the NRA. Deport all illegal aliens and no woke crap in our schools. President Trump endorsed me because he knows I'll fight for you. I'm Barry Moore and I approve this message because I'll always shoot you straight.
Sports Extra is sponsored by Alpha Insurance.
Welcome back, everyone. The next step in Keyshawn Hall's process towards becoming a pro basketball player taking place early this week with his selection to the NBA Draft Combine. On Friday, the former Auburn standout was one of 73 college basketball standouts who were selected to train and work out in Chi-Town in the upcoming weeks. Last season, he averaged 20 points per game and earned third-team All-SEC honors. During Auburn's run to the NIT championship, he nearly averaged a double-double with 16 and 9. Replacing Hall and the other transfers will be tough for Coach Stephen Pearl. However, he feels good about the new group of transfers he's got coming in to fill those voids.
I'm really excited about, all those guys because it's kind of gotten back to what we've been doing in the past, bringing in guys at the mid-major level, or high mid-major level that have a chip on their shoulder with a little something to prove that we're all successful at their previous schools. Guys that are willing to sacrifice a little bit for the better of the team because they want to come and they want to win and they want to advance in the tournament. And all those guys, that was like one of their biggest priorities as far as, making a decision on where to go is they want to win and, they want to sacrifice a little bit more for the team. And, I think we have really good pieces that kind of fit some of the things that we were missing this past season.
Speaking of basketball, a very familiar face is making his way back to the SWAC. Recently, former Alabama basketball standout Mike Davis accepting the head coaching job at Mississippi Valley State. He's made stops at Indiana, UAB, and Texas Southern, where he built the Tigers into a SWAC men's basketball powerhouse. He won 4 SWAC regular season titles and 4 SWAC tourney titles in just 6 seasons. Speaking of former Alabama basketball standouts, Jessica Timmons is getting her WNBA career going with the Indiana Fever. Timmons was selected a few weeks ago by the Fever in the third round of this year's draft after averaging 10 points per game last season in T-Town. Becoming a pro is a moment that Timmons has prepared for her entire life.
I've always had the mindset that I could be a pro. I mean, I started playing basketball at the age of 5, and for me, it was always just having an opportunity. I've always been an underdog my entire life, so as soon as I got the opportunity to step on the court, I was able to show my mentality, how hard I was able to work, how hard I was able to gel with my teammates. I would say at a young age, but it just came with opportunity.
All right, Jessica Timmons' teammate Essex Cody has found a new home to continue her collegiate career. Recently, the now former Alabama Post player committing to play at Texas A&M. Last season, she averaged 11.5 points and 4 rebounds during her final season at Alabama. She started 22 of 27 games, had a career high of 23 and 11 against McNeese State. She's got one more season of eligibility remaining. All right, this week, Bob Jones High School holding a very special signing day ceremony. 2 members of the basketball squad are officially moving on to the collegiate level. Let's listen in.
I'm excited for you to be able to be playing D1 basketball as well with Nate.
I'm very excited. It's been a dream of mine since I was a kid, and there's been times this past year where I didn't know if I'd be playing as high as level as this, so right now it's just kind of like a sigh of relief.
How much of an impact did this past year have, and how much of an impact has Bob Jones had on you?
It had a very outlasting impact. It learned me a lot about leadership and just being as a team, being as a very good community to be around. It's a great team, so it taught me to stay poised and be ready for the next moment.
We talk so much about the grind they have on the court, but also these are kids that you're teaching every single day. How much of an impact did they have for you?
Huge impact. They are, what everybody sees on the floor on Tuesday or Friday nights, that's just a small amount of what they actually pour into the school and pour into our basketball program. I mean, these guys are leaders. When they graduate, the younger guys that we have in our program, they've seen it done the right way. They see how much hard work it takes to get to this point, and, they've got a blueprint to follow.
All right, we're going to stay in the city of Madison. A handful of James Clemens Jets are ready to soar to new heights. The spring signing day celebrating student athletes who are ready to take the next level for their academic and athletic careers. We'll take a listen once.
Tell me how thankful you are for the opportunities that you've had here at JC, and what was the impact that this place had on you in your career?
I'd definitely say it had a big impact on me. I transferred here from Bob Jones after my sophomore year, and just getting under a coach that really believed in me and pushed me to be my best every day, and he challenged me each and every day and made it. The journey wasn't easy whatsoever, but he definitely challenged me to become the best I could be.
I've had many coaches over the years, over my past 4 years, and each one of them have helped me become who the athlete I am today, so it's a great feeling.
It impacted me a lot. It showed me brotherhood. It showed me how to be a part of a team. It showed me everything. It helped me out through everything.
It's been ups and downs, a lot of downs, but I feel like there's going to be more ups moving forward, especially knowing that I'm not going to be that far from here. So I can come back and work out with Coach Sullivan or any of the other coaches whenever I want. Just knowing that, it's just I'm just blessed for real.
It shaped me up into, never being late, just little things. Always, taking control of little things and being a leader. And just being a man, just never showing up on time, doing all the little things right, and just, with schoolwork, never turning in work late, just shaped me to a better man.
Hey, congratulations to all of those signees. It's time for our best of the week. Here's a hint. It concerns money and Michael Jordan. I've got the answer on what this is next.
Calhoun Community College. More than 200 athletes, 15 teams. Learn, compete, succeed. On the court, on the field, and in the classroom. Calhoun Community College. Transforming lives, shaping futures.
Behind this curtain is an outdated bath and shower. Imagine transforming this eyesore into a beautiful jacuzzi bath remodel in as little as one day.
Are there a lot of design options?
Yes, Jacuzzi has stylish shower walls, designer colors, and premium features like soft closed doors.
Call right now and Jacuzzi will waive installation costs with no interest and no payments for up to a year.
Just step right into your easy entry shower by Jacuzzi. We have durable grab bars, grab shelves.
This is a great safety feature. I love this. It's really beautiful. The quality of it, I'm blown away.
Best of all, it's from Jacuzzi, the most trusted name in water for over 70 years.
Call or go online now to jacuzzibathremodel.com. We're waiving all installation costs, plus zero interest and zero payments for up to 1 year.
Go to jacuzzibathremodel.com or call 800-384-6343.
Sports never stop, and neither do we. Locked On Podcast Network has a daily show for all your hometown teams. Listen or watch on the FOX54 Plus app or wherever you get podcasts. Your team every day.
Calhoun Community College. More than 200 athletes, 15 teams. Learn, compete, succeed. On the court, on the field, and in the classroom. Calhoun Community College. Transforming lives, shaping futures.
What's your case worth? Injury.com by Morgan & Morgan.
Hey, welcome back, everyone. It's almost time to wrap up the show, but before we go, we got to hook you up with this thing right here. It's my best of the week. Check this out. A Michael Jordan trading card has been sold for $4.2 million. It's the most paid for a solo Michael Jordan card ever. The previous record was $2.9 million. The card is a 1997-98 Upper Deck game jersey Michael Jordan card with an on-card autograph and the jersey swatch embedded from the 1992 All-Star Game. Now, if you're wondering, in that All-Star Game, which you're seeing right here, everyone, Michael Jordan was 9 of 17 with 18 points while playing in 31 minutes. He led all scorers for the Eastern All-Star in that All-Star Game. Now, for all the historians back there, too, had it not been for Magic Johnson coming back after his HIV testing positive situation for that one and hitting like 8,000 threes and going for like 31 points, Jordan would have probably been in contention for the MVP of that game. But once again, everybody, $4.2 million for a card. But I guess, you know, because he got a piece of a jersey and an autograph, I mean, sure, it's going to go for that much. All right, everyone, I want to thank you for joining us here on another episode of FOX54 Sports Extra. For the entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Mo Carter. Have yourself a great night, a great rest of your week, and we'll see you next Sunday with more right here on Fox 54.